Hey YouTube, this is Lauren. I'm back with another video. Now, are you guys basically having issues with Noelle Randall and you're also an employee of Noelle Randall and you're coming out, you want to speak your truth? You guys can basically come to me and we can talk about it and discuss it and see how we're able to get something done, right? A lot of you guys have been reaching out to me, and I know that it's like harping on this situation again with Noelle. It seems that people want it to be addressed. People keep hitting me up. They want some sort of accountability to be held because they too said that they have experienced issues with Noelle. I did have an employee who had reached out to me. She said she was making a video on YouTube about it, and she has made a video explaining her experience. She basically outlined that the issue that she had with Noelle is that she was working with her, she had her on a high pedestal, was basically idolizing her, felt that when she was going there, she did not have any respect for her students. Now, her video is very it's tactful. It doesn't have much of her bashing her. It's more so of her experience, and she keeps it very neutral. She has come on my page and she has expressed her disappointment towards my videos in that are in reference to Noelle. I guess she feels that I'm, pro Noelle. And then she also addresses the fact that like she is also holding Noelle accountable for what she's doing to her students. So she doesn't really particularly like, the fact that people are going on the bandwagon and saying that Noelle is not a scam artist. Noelle is definitely not being genuine with her students. Now I have another employee who basically came out and said that she's working with Noelle and that Noelle is a scam and a thief. I have another employee who basically came up and said that when she was working with Noelle, she saw that, there was something that was a bit fishy about Noelle, that she didn't really, when it come to responses towards certain situations, it was like Noelle wanted to brush it off and she didn't really want to address it. And that made her feel like, Noelle is not really what she thought she was to be. Now, I am neither for or against any parties. I want it to be a situation that we are just everyone speaking their truth so we can understand, what people are basically out there saying about businesses, because we follow these people and we do want to know, in fact, are they being disingenuous? Okay? Now, these employees are very upset. And they're definitely in agreement with other people that have reached out saying, like, Noelle's a scam artist. They are now basically offering services to provide, real estate advice. So all I'm saying is that everybody is going to take an opportunity essentially to go off on their own, and they have learned something from Noelle. I'm pretty sure they've learned something from her. Granted, they might not like her business practices, but it looks like they've learned something from her and they're going to leverage off of it, as I guess they should, because if they feel like they're not, being shown genuine business behavior, maybe they'll be the ones to do that. Okay? Now, I just want to also put it out there that I want to make this a space for everyone that they can come to, that if you need information about how to go about making the right business choices and not sure of where to put your money, you will have that information here. With this whole Airbnb arbitrage, you know, this Airbnb arbitrage model that has blown up and has gotten people excited and ready to get all of these different properties to put on Airbnb has people somewhat frazzled. And people are frazzled because it's becoming so saturated, number one. And number two, I don't think the right information is out there on how you're going to really get yourself in that space, okay? When we're dealing with a lot of these YouTube gurus, we have to take them with a grain of salt. And that means a grain of salt, meaning I'm going to implement other information from other people so that I know for certainty that, okay, I take a little bit of your information, I take a little bit of your information, and I can piece it together, right? Because you don't get the full information, guys. Now I have combed through, swift through a bunch of these people and what the information they provide. They don't give you all of the information. And obviously it's a marketing tool because they obviously have a course or a book they want to sell to you, okay? When it comes to Airbnb arbitrage, it is not as simple as you get a property, you ask someone if they can use their property, you will basically rent it out, have bookings, thousands of bookings, and that's it. And you're going to be just making, $200,000 a year. It's not that simple. And I want people to understand that. It's really not that simple. There are some things that come into play when you are doing retail arbitrage. I would recommend, maybe you should look into, this is a suggestion, is to actually purchasing the property yourself. There are so many cheap properties in the United States that you guys will not believe that you can literally purchase. It is your home and you can do whatever you want. You can start off with just one. You don't need 10 million different properties to make money off of your retail, off of arbitraging or whatever the case. You don't have to arbitrage. You literally can just have the property for yourself. What I would also explain, if you guys are not able to afford the properties in America, consider doing a small island. There's places such as St. Kitts and Nevis that are offering properties where there's multiple medical schools, where students need housing, where you guys can actually put yourself in a situation to have people renting out your properties. Boom. That is an information for you guys. Let's get out of the United States and see where it is a possibility for you guys to enter a different market. Okay? Where you're not having to worry about, oh my gosh, like I need to talk to these renters, these landlords, and see if I can rent their property and etc., making sure everything is okay. You are the owner, so you make the decisions on who you want to come into the property, what you can make. You own the property. You're paying yourself. You don't have to pay somebody else. So that's one idea that you guys could look into. And I'm willing to give you guys more tips on how you could go about actually doing getting an Airbnb space. It doesn't have to be arbitraging per se, okay? I also have another video, guys, where I literally talk about how I did my cleaning business, and that honestly made me money. It wasn't thousands of dollars in a couple of hours. It was genuine. I made a couple of $100 in a cleaning a space of literally 2 to 3 hours. Of what I would be trying to make in a day, I made that in about 2 hours. And if you watch my latest video, I generally tell you step by step how I was able to do that. It was nothing glamorous. It was a cleaning job that I made for myself, a cleaning business that worked for me, And that's what I want, guys, for people to give me genuine, takes on how they made money and like how it works. So like if I give you the formula, there's nothing around it. There's nothing, there's no fluff. It is what it is, and you can do it too. That's what my page and channel is definitely going to be about. I just want to make sure that people have the right information, because honestly, it's so hard to trust people because you really want it. You really want the financial gain. You really want to make money, and you want to invest well, But so many people want you to listen to what they have to say, and it's literally nothing. It's just full of air, and you don't have time for it. I get that. You know what I mean? You just want someone to tell you, like, does this honestly work? Does it work? Then like, let me try. That's what I'm about. I'm like, let me tell you guys information about, what really works, and then who to really listen to. Like, are these people honestly telling you things that are real? Now, back to Noelle. I've taken information from her that does work. But I also have to sit back and say to myself, okay, Noelle, this is a little bit too much information. It's a little bit too much fluff. You were just trying to make this video long for no reason, but I see what you're saying. And then what I'll do is I'll take her topic and then see what someone else says about it. And I was like, oh, okay, Noelle never put that in her video. That makes more sense. Then everything will come together. It takes a lot of time and effort. You know what I mean? It's patience, really, you know? But what I realize is that don't make people fool you. Like, people are telling you, oh, like $300,000 a month. Like, that doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? It does not happen like that. It takes a lot of effort and research, and you need to know who is authentically telling you the right things. So, you know, if you guys want more videos, like if you want realness, like subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna definitely give you guys the scoop on what you guys need. Like, what actually, we don't need motivation. Everybody's motivated to make money. You know what I'm trying to say? Everybody's motivated to make money. We don't need no more motivational talks or speeches. You know what I mean? We need to know what works.